I do want to do a quick, altered version of the college corner. Typically, I like to come on here with 3 plays for the next slate that is up in college hoops. However, Thursday is pretty barren this week. There are a bunch of games still in the best bets page, props, player projections, all of that. It's just not the sexiest brand name. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't matter. Dimers Pro is beautiful for that. If you're a college hoops bettor, you can find a ton to bet on still, even on a slate where even the casual college basketball fan would tell you there's not much to look at tonight. But for the sake of me looking like a casual live on our podcast right now, we're going to look ahead to what I think is the biggest matchup of the regular season on Saturday. So I'm going to ask you to just pull up the projections hub here. There is no formal best bet here that shows value, but we are just going to take a look at sort of the game hub on dimers.com for Michigan against Duke on Saturday night. This game is being played in Washington, D.C. It's one of those big marquee neutral site non-conference games that they schedule in the preseason, not knowing how good either of these teams are going to be. Well, it turns out they might be the 2 best teams in the country. Duke is 3rd in the AP poll, but I think they were surprised to find out they weren't 2nd when the new poll came out on Monday. Michigan is number 1, looking every bit the team to beat in college hoops. And sometimes with these late season bouts, you can kind of wonder what the motivation will be. However, this Michigan team embraces sort of being the villain and getting up for these big games. They won the Players Era Festival. They just went to Mackey Arena on Tuesday and passed that test with flying colors. They are a big game team. And I think they're looking at this Duke game as one more opportunity to cement their resume as the team to beat. While on the flip side, Duke's probably a little bit bored in ACC play. And we saw a year ago, Duke beat Illinois by 40 points in this exact same spot in late February. You're going to see both these teams really gun for a marquee victory. College game day will be in attendance. There's all my reasons to pay attention to it. But at a quick glance here, the Dimers model is showing just ever so slight lean toward the Duke side at the current number. This game opened at Duke plus 3.5. We give that a 57% probability of being the correct side. However, as you can see with the money line, Michigan is projected to win this game with a 59% chance of doing so. So you really, whichever side you want to be on in this game, I think you can talk yourself into a way to bet it that makes sense probability wise. Do you have any thoughts just looking at this situationally, Dave?
Middle.
Find the middle?
That's the middle. Yeah, 57% to cover for Duke, 59% for Michigan to win. That's almost the same thing. That's a sweet spot right there.
Yeah, Dave is Mr. Middle. You always find a way to get those on our cards. And I don't hate the look here whatsoever. But if you go to the total for just a minute, there is a probability favored side of the total here. 55% chance of the over at 149. I will say I lean to the over in this game. I expect a lot of points to be scored. Michigan's offense seems unstoppable at times, as evidenced by just their dominant performance in Mackey earlier this week, 91 points against the Boilermakers. But Michigan plays so fast, they force the issue. You have to play to keep up with it. I think that Duke, with Cam Boozer, what they're going to try and do in this game is get to the free throw line. And Michigan really can withstand some foul trouble with so much depth in their front line. I don't think they're going to mind putting Cam Boozer on the line in this game. So give me the over. I lean with the model there, 55% chance at over 149. But personal here, I do think this Michigan team is just a cut above the entire rest of the country, Duke included. They've clearly shown that they get up for their biggest games. And I don't know that you could come up with a more nightmarish matchup for Cameron Boozer. He's going to win National Player of the Year. He's like, I think, minus 2,000 to win that award at this point. But when you look at Michigan's front line, 7'3" Adai Mara, 6'11" Merez Johnson. They've got Yaxel Lendeborg, who is as big as Cameron Boozer, playing the 3 most games alongside those guys. You don't get anything easy inside against the number 1 defense in the sport. I think Michigan's guards will probably be the difference. They're better than Duke's. But I think Cam Boozer has his work cut out for him in this game as well. So lean Michigan to win for me personally. The model does agree just on the money line. Michigan is the likely favorite here. Model does show Duke plus 3.5 may be the smart side. But the total 149 is my personal favorite way to play this game with the over.
Love it, Craig. Thank you for the insight. And just a friendly reminder, obviously this game is on Saturday, so you got 2 days of model projections that will update in real time with anything that may change. Don't know if the projections for players are up yet, but if this is a game Greg likes the over in, probably a good time to put the projections hub to work, because if guys are going over, or if the game's going over, guys are going to hit their lines. So probably a good spot to look as well, as you could probably find some sneaky little angles there. Great. Good little college corner.
Yeah, you'll see a bunch of props come out likely Friday afternoon into the evening. So good shout. Keep an eye there and use the projections hub to your benefit.